Hey guys, today is March 1st, 2012. Sorry about my video being a little bit late. The last week's been pretty hectic for me. It was my 20th birthday. I had two pets die. One on my birthday, one on the day after, and then I was in Long Island for a little while putting a deposit down on the Jeep. So it's been pretty crazy, both good and bad. But sorry my video's late. Here's my Tuesday video here on Thursday, and it's about, this week's topic is transition goals, and what we are in the process of doing to achieving our goals toward our transition. Right now I'm in gender therapy. I've been in the gender therapy for about 2 months, I'm gonna say. I'm not entirely sure though, I haven't been keeping count. But I get my T letter on this coming Tuesday. And then the next day, on Wednesday, I have a doctor's appointment to get my prescription for T, so I should be on T sometime next week, depending on how long it takes the prescription to fill. So I'm pretty excited about that. I've been wanting to start T for almost a year now, maybe around 8 months, something like that. And I'm really excited. I also want to get top surgery sometime in the future, when I have the money, or if somehow I can get an insurance plan to cover it, I don't know, or through a job or something. We'll have to wait and see. I don't really have the money for that right now. But I do really want to get top surgery. I'm not really interested in bottom surgery though. I don't think the results are, anything near where I'd be looking for and what I'd want in my body personally. Maybe in 10 or 20 years they'll have it a lot better, and then maybe I would consider bottom surgery. But right now, with the cost and the efficiency of it, I'm not really interested in it. As far as a social transition when coming out as trans and all of that, it wasn't that difficult. My girlfriend and I started dating when I was living as, or presenting as female, if you can even say that, before I really knew what the word transgender meant, and that it actually really applied to me. So, the transition between her and I was probably the biggest. She did identify as a lesbian when we met. But it's been really good. She's the most supportive person in my life about it. She's not overly concerned with it. I mean, she has her fears about me going on testosterone, and her worries and her concerns, just as anybody, normally should, with the how big the change is and all the things that are going to change and stuff. But she's really good about it. I was really lucky to find a good one. My mom knows. She's my only family, so she's the only person I really came out to. And, she still uses female pronouns and stuff. But, it doesn't bother me. I think it's my opinion, and I think it's an unpopular one, but it's my opinion that I think trans guys get, a little over defensive about their pronouns when it comes to people who are in their family or their really close friends or lovers not being able to pick it up right away, and they kind of get upset about it or pissed off at him or something. But it doesn't really bother me. My mom knows who I am. She's probably always known, just as I have, that I've never been her little girl, So her still using female pronouns doesn't bother me at all, because I love her and she loves me, and that's all that really matters, not the pronoun that she calls me. My girlfriend's family, her entire family knows. Her grandparents, her mom, her dad, her younger brother. They all know, and they all use male pronouns. We don't see her grandparents that much, but they try to use male pronouns. They were still trying to get the hang of it last time I saw them, which was a little while ago. But her mom's got it down. Her mom's completely supportive. It's just so awesome. Her brother, he slips up every once in a while, but he's got it down. The transition really hasn't been that big a deal for them. They support me entirely. public bathrooms was something I wanted to touch up on. Public bathrooms has actually probably been one of the easiest parts of socially transitioning for me. I always got in trouble going to women's restrooms because they all thought I was some kind of, peeping Tom, or I don't know. I got yelled at in a lot of bathrooms before I was even out as trans, in women's bathrooms. But in men's bathrooms, I find it entirely more relaxing to just go in there, do your business, and leave. Nobody, needs to decide if you belong there or not. Most of them probably just think I'm a young kid. So, I love using the male bathrooms. I don't have an STP yet, but I do plan to get one when I can afford it. I want to spend a little extra money on one, just to get a better deal. I don't really like the cheaper ones on the market that they have. And my transition with myself is the last thing I wanted to touch up on in this video. It was kind of hard for me to come out and admit that I was trans, not because I was ashamed of who I am, or I was worried how other people were gonna view me. It was because it was hard enough being gay, and I didn't want to have to go down a road where it was gonna be even harder, going on tests, surgeries, passing, all of these, things that came along with being trans for me. And I didn't want to admit it. I was in denial for a little while about it. But eventually I came around, and ever since then I've been pretty content with it. I don't ever question going back to living as female or anything, because it was equally just as hard, if not even way harder, than just coming out as trans and dealing with all these issues that I've been having. I mean, it was always pretty evident to me that I was never female. I was packing at the age of 12 with socks, and I didn't really understand why, and I never told anybody, but it all makes a lot of sense now. So, I mean, I had just never really knew what a transgender person was. It's not something you learned about in high school, or I didn't have any friends who were trans. I didn't have any media role models who were trans. It was a lot different when we were kids growing up than it is for young kids now with Chaz Bono and, all that kind of stuff. But overall, my transition is going great, and I can't wait to start T in the next week or two. I'm really excited. Got a lot of needle anxiety, but other than that, I'm really excited. And that's about it. So I will see you guys next week for topic 3, and I promise my video will be on time. Have a good one, guys.